So they have this, Mzungu female by the name of Samantha Shader. Now, she was 27 years old. She was arrested on charges of throwing Molotov cocktails at the PD vehicle, accompanied by 4 others at a protest following the death of George Floyd in late May. Okay. So she faced charges, including use of explosives to commit a felony, arson, and use of destructive device. Now, her actions were caught on tape, and she admitted to throwing the makeshift explosive. But check this out. This is what she admitted to doing, and this is what she claimed. Here we go. Here it goes. She claimed 3 black strangers, just 3 black strangers, had approached her on the street and given her the bottle. That's what she said. He said, but this past Friday, July the 3rd, police arrested a white man who admitted to federal authorities he had given Shader the materials for the firebomb. Timothy Ammerman, a 29-year-old painter, faced up to 10 years in prison. It said if he is convicted on charges of civil disorder or civil disorder conspiracy. So the guy, Timothy, which he ain't black, gave her the Molotov cocktail. But she tell them, no, there's black strangers did that on the street. Why you always got to blame us, Samantha? See, this is what's going on too. And a lot of those protests and all of that and the rioting, it was people like Samantha that's throwing the Molotov cocktails. It wasn't brothers and sisters doing that. It was people like Samantha that was doing the looting. Okay. And then all of a sudden they want to say we're doing it. How many times we've seen videos, and I've covered videos of them tagging things, writing Black Lives Matter, and black people say, hey, we didn't ask you to tag no business, Black Lives Matter. What are you doing? Or we just out here being in solidarity. They say, no, you're not, because we're not telling you to come out here and tag no businesses with Black Lives Matter. Why don't you tag your name on it? Stop putting Black Lives Matter on it. You get what I'm saying? They were doing all this mess. See, a lot of people came out during that George Floyd protest, not about George Floyd. They didn't care less about the George Floyd. They didn't care less about what happened to black people, our freedom, justice, and liberation. They didn't care less about that. All they saw was the opportunity, because many of them are cowards. They wouldn't come out on their own and do it, under their own movement or protest. No, they wouldn't do it. They always want to come out when we step our foot out there to protest or fight for justice. Now here they come worming their way in the middle of that. That's what I don't respect. If you're going to do something, you do it on your own. Don't be trying to do it underneath the guise of George Floyd or black people or whatever. That's some more coward behavior. So now they say no one in the police vehicle Shader targeted was injured, and the officers escaped the van to apprehend her at the time. Now prosecutors say Shader bit an officer's leg as they took her into custody. Now, see, that's also privilege, because if a black woman would have bit a cop's leg, they'd have like pop, they'd have shot her and say, hey, I don't know what she got. She could have had corona. It was self-defense. And what they were saying, well, you should have been attacking cops. But she can bite a cop like a freaking animal. Now, say upon searching her vehicle, said police found a note with Ammerman's fingerprints on it that said, I found a few more glass bottles than I thought I had, though still not many. I'm giving you my mask in hopes that helps. Wish I had more. He said, there's also a bag in here for you. Be safe, please. Really good luck. Love, Tim. Okay. So they say Ammerman told police he gave Shader projectiles to throw at the police and counter protesters. Listen, so he was saying that you throw things at the police and you throw it at black folks too, to get them to be going at each other. So it's good that she got arrested, but understand that these people that came out here with these George Floyd protests, all these different groups of people, they didn't have our best interests at heart. And I knew when I saw too many of them, I said, I don't know about this. I mean, come on. I mean, I understand a lot of people was pissed off about George Floyd because we literally saw a lynching go on. But no, it's too many people came out there. It wasn't controlled. It wasn't nothing sanctioned at all. It's just a free for all. And then at the end of the day, black people are blamed for it when they clearly see it's them doing it on tape. So they said this Ammerman guy is currently being held in Albany, New York, as he waits to face charges. And Shader, who has been arrested 11 times before. So she was a freaking career criminal herself. So this is her norm, being a criminal. But leave me a comment, guys. Let me know what you think about that. My issue is Don't be blaming black people. Own up to your crap. If you throw a Molotov cocktail at police and they catch you, say you did it. Don't sit up there and be putting it on black people.